So you want to buy a home, you're shopping in Mississauga. What do these opportunities even look like that everyone's talking about? Looking for the right deal, but what does a right deal even look like these days in Mississauga? I'm going to tell you exactly where the opportunities in Mississauga are right now. I'm Nick Crozier from Crozier Realty, and we cover the real estate in the GTA, Toronto, and Mississauga exclusively. I'm going to break down for you today exactly where the opportunities in Mississauga are based on the property you're looking for, whether it's a detached, semi-town, or a condo, and exactly what an opportunity looks like in the market today. Let's jump right in. We're going to touch detached and work our way down to condos. So where your opportunities in a detached market right now is going to be based on location, of course, number one. You're still seeing high demand in South Mississauga, south of the QEW. I would take Dundas as your marker and basically break it down and go south of Dundas, pass through the South Kingsway from, we call it Lakeview, which is Dixie, all the way over to Clarkson, which would be Winston Churchill. The detached market there, you're still seeing in high demand, bigger lots, big home sizes. Now, are they moving as quickly? No. You are seeing the average days on market close to around 41 right now in Mississauga. Now, where your biggest opportunities are going to be in the lower price points. So Central Mississauga, Winston Churchill, Lisgar, Meadowvale area. We are seeing detached properties from about a 1.1 price point to about a 1.3. Now, these price points, they are 3 bedrooms, 3 washrooms, less than 2,000 square feet, but that is the biggest opportunity right now in the market. And why I say that is because our detached price point has still risen over the years, but with the rule changes in December, it's allowing buyers to still get into properties under 1.5. The average for Mississauga right now, as of last month, February, was around a 1.6 for a detached home. Now, this is very vague. You have big homes, small homes, you name it. So it's all relative to the class and the asset you're looking at. But right now, on average, if you're looking for that home that's going to be 2,000, 2,500 square feet plus, you're going to be most likely north of 1.4. Doesn't leave you a lot of room in terms of what the property is going to be, if it's going to be completely turnkey, completely renovated, separate entrance, basement apartment. Most likely not. You're probably going to find those in a little bit of a higher unless you're willing to do some work. Where we are seeing the biggest opportunities are in the homes that need work, they need renovations, you have some extra money that you're able to use. That is where we're seeing 2,500 square foot plus homes selling in the 1.3s. So the opportunity's there, it's just not as much as it was before. Now, what does this mean? This means that you can get into that property in a detached in that town or semi that you were in and jump into that asset class and then work your equity up and let the market do its rest. The next price point we're going to talk about is the semi-detached market. This is a very close market with the townhouse market. The highest demand we do see for this property and this property type is around the 1 million marker. Now, we have kind of seen that property go down in price point. This is a big factor, and what we're really thinking it's in regards to is the condo market being much slower. So we did see the townhomes had a big jump in the fall of 2024 in our October-September market. The semis as well took that demand. Now, where we're seeing the biggest opportunities are the semis that have the separate entrances, the basement apartments. You're able to pick those properties up between $1 million and 1.1. And what you're able to do there is giving buyers an opportunity to live upstairs, rent the basement to help with the monthly costs. The biggest opportunities right now are those properties. The semis that have the basement apartments and the kitchens upstairs that you can rent out either or. Right now, that is your biggest market. You're getting properties under 1.1. And when you run the numbers, even from an investment standpoint with 20% down, your property can be positive cash flow depending on the rate if it's below 5% for your mortgage, or you're going to be breaking even if you want to be a straight investor. So if it's an investor looking to get into the market, you know, you can get in. I would say your perfect asset class right now is a semi-detached property that has top bottom that you can rent out both. Where you would really excel is if you're savvy and you're able to do some work on the property. That one's going to allow you to get into a property that's going to need work, and then it's going to get at a lower purchase price, meaning a lower monthly cost, which means within a year to 2 years, you wouldn't be able to refinance right away, but you would get the cash flow to offset that number. Now, where we're seeing right now the market slow down a little bit is in the townhomes. So the townhomes in the fall, we're selling just over $1 million. We've actually seen that retract almost 3%, and we're seeing the average pricing around a $970 to $980. This means that the opportunity is getting the property. These properties were selling 1.1 plus a couple years ago. That tells you right now that if we go back to 2022, we do know our markets are cyclical. So what this means is that number that they were selling at will come back. It's just a matter of time. We do know interest rates are going to continue to go down as the year goes on. So what this means, if you're a buyer and your budget is $1 million right now, the opportunity to get a property, a freehold townhome, is coming to a close. We've seen it throughout last year as the properties were selling in the low 9s to mid 9s. Now we're seeing them all sell in the high 9s. That is your opportunity. It's to get a freehold property that you weren't able to buy 3 years ago under $1 million. So keep that in mind when you're looking. Understand the property and the asset class you're looking in and see if you're able to be a little bit flexible, if it's going to be a renovation, if it's going to be some opportunity, or if you have that creative zest where you're like, hey, I can get this property and upkeep it over the next 5 years to bring up the equity. Detached properties right now, your biggest opportunities are going to be in the bigger homes that need work. You're finding them between 1.2 and 1.3. And then if you're looking for the semis, your biggest opportunity, if your budget's around 1.1 to 1.150, is going to be the properties with separate entrances, kitchens in the basements, if that's something you want to go after. If not, there's lots of great semi-detached properties in the low $1 million to $1.05 million price point, and that's why they're so close to the townhouses, because they're both in a very similar asset class. And with the new rule changes in December that you no longer need 20% down over $1 million, this is going to help buyers get into the freehold market and stop paying maintenance fees. So again, if you're looking right now and you're not too sure what a good deal looks like, or you need some help to understand what a savvy deal would be, reach out to us. We have a full construction team that helps our buyers move into places, reno them, bring them up to par. We even help rent them out. We have a property management side as well with our company. So again, if that sounds like you, something you're looking to get into, send us a link in the link below on the calendar, book an appointment, we'll set up a call, and we'll go over your goals and your needs to get you into that freehold property.